Hey guys, Kinsey here, and I'm back to tell you guys about my latest pickups. So, first off, I just went to the Seattle Retro Gaming Expo, which was a lot of fun. I was super busy because this expo I actually work at, so I was doing all of their social media and luring Pokestops, so for the whole expo, so I was very busy taking pictures, tweeting, all of that business. And on top of that, I was broke. So my pickups aren't fantastic, but they're kind of fun to see what you can, I think the whole thing I spent less than $10. So I think I did all right. You'll see. They're silly. But so first of all, I got the Radio Shack booster for the Game Boy, because who wouldn't want one of these? It's bulky. Look at the, so you can set your Game Boy on a table and play it, so it makes your portable system not portable anymore. But look at the sweet whatevers it has. It's got a light and a magnifying glass, and so you've seen in my previous pickup videos, I got like that 64 fishing controller. I really like weird and quirky accessories, and this was definitely on that list, and it was in the dollar bin, so I was like, yeah, I will get that. And then at the same booth, also in the dollar bin, I got my ASCII Game Boy Showcase system. It's a little bit beat up, and what's nice about it though, is I can tell that it got some love, because it has a place for the title of the game and your high score. And the kid who owned this, instead of actually putting a high score, he just wrote beat it on everyone that he actually beat. So it's really cute. So it has a little place for you to display all your Game Boy games. And it also has a spot where I'm assuming is for the instruction manuals. I just thought it was one of those, fun items. Maybe I'll put some Game Boy games in it. You can mount it on the wall. I don't know if I'll do that. But I just thought it was really cool. And I actually got 2 of these panels. So, super cheap. I couldn't say no. It's a quirky, dumb thing. And I love those. And I had no money. And I wanted to buy something. So I got this. Alright, and also at the Seattle Retro Gaming Expo, I got this fat Pikachu. He talks, and his cheeks light up. Probably can't hear that, but he's talking. This one's really cool because it's the fat Pikachu that I remember. Pikachu went through some major transformations. If you look at, 1996 Pikachu versus 2000 now Pikachu. So, yeah. This is the Pikachu I remember and love, and I actually passed this table a million times, and every time I passed it, whoever I was with, I was like, do you remember Fat Pikachu? Fat Pikachu was the best! Looks like he ate a watermelon! So by the end of the expo, I was finally like, alright, I'll buy Fat Pikachu. And the most embarrassing thing is that, he was the most expensive thing I paid for at SRGE. He's pretty cute though, so I guess it's okay. And I had, some PSP accessories as well, but not with me because I'm very organized. But I guess got the PSP Sackboy cover that came with a plushie. So it was pretty cool, and also in the dollar bin of that same booth. And the Seattle Retro Gaming Expo was at the Seattle Center, which is also where the Space Needle's at, which leads me into my beer for this video. First up, I have the Space Needle Golden IPA. This is by Pike Brewing Company, which is down in Pike Place Market, which is another touristy, awesome spot in Seattle. Very touristy and very crowded. But, I am a local, and I still kind of like going to Pike Place every now and then. So, and this brewery is fantastic, and they have good food and all of that business. Anyways, the Space Needle Golden IPA, because our expo was in the shadow of the Space Needle, and it was beautiful. This is a very West Coast style IPA. It has a lot of the, more, floral aroma to it. It's really good. It's not super bitter, actually. So, whenever you hear IPAs, you're like, they're bitter and gross. Try something like this. This is a really nice kind of subtle bitterness that is really, really drinkable, and it's actually really crisp and wonderful. So yes. I recommend the Space Needle Golden IPA. Alright, and then next up, more games. And next I'll do games I got at game stores. various game stores, mostly Another Castle and GameStop. Alright, so first of all, I've been, as you've seen in my other pickup videos, trying to build my Vita collection because I'm super late to the Vita game because I'm horrible. And I'm loving it so far. So first up, I got Persona 4 Golden, and I've actually already played Persona 4, but since this one has like new additions and things like that, I haven't played it since the PS2, so I mean, what's a better time to play it than now on my brand new shiny orange Vita that's beautiful. So I'm really excited to visit this series again because I'm so hyped for Persona 5 that this will take its place pretty well for a little while. So I'm looking forward to trying this again. Alright, and then next up is Uncharted Golden Abyss. And actually the reason I bought this is because, well, it was super cheap, brand new. I think it was like $10. And I actually was borrowing this from Metal Jesus, and I was taking my sweet ass time playing through it, and I started to feel bad. So I saw it for so cheap, and I was like, well, I'll just buy it, and then he can have his copy back, and it'll be great. I'm probably like 3 hours into this, 4 hours into this. It's pretty good so far. It's weird coming off Uncharted 4, though. I'm like, oh, this is weird and clunky, but it's really not. It's just older. So yeah, looking forward to actually getting back to this and beating it. And then lastly is the Ys game on the Vita. And I've actually already beaten this game. Metal Jesus let me borrow it, so I've already beaten it, I've already played it, but I loved it so much that I had to have it in my collection. And when I found it, it was kind of on sale, so I was, you know, I should probably buy it. I think it was $20, I think. Maybe less. I wouldn't have bought it if it was more, so I'm really excited to have this in my collection, even though it's one of the few Vita games I've already beaten. Alright, and next up we have Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon. This was literally like $2 or $3, so I kind of couldn't say no to it, even though it's a sequel to the Earth Defense Force 2017, which was also released on the 360. In a long line of games, but first we started to get here. And I loved the first Earth Defense Force. And so I know this one's not supposed to be as good, but for $3, I'll definitely pick it up. Next up, we have Enslaved. This is a post-apocalyptic kind of action-adventure platformer, and it's based on the Journey to the West Chinese fable thing. A lot of things are based on that, but I hear it's really good. I'm pretty sure it was on one of MJR's Hidden Gems, so I should probably play it. And again, this was $2, so like, of course I'm gonna get it. And then last up is Deadly Premonition, and I've actually had this game on my radar for a little while, but I just never got it. I'm always super apprehensive to buy any sort of survival horror games, because I'm always worried I'm gonna spend the money and then I'm gonna be too much of a weenie pants to play it, because I'm the worst. But I love survival horror games, just normally when someone else plays them and I watch. But I did recently play The Park, so I'm trying to get my, like, fear level a little bit better because I love watching survival horror games. They're just so wonderful. So this one's open world, and this is the director's cut on the PS3, so that has additional storyline, enhanced graphics, and things like that. So I'm excited to actually give this game a try now. Alright, so next up is my last purchase from like an actual like physical game store, and that is the 360 Brute controller, and this is a special edition from Halo 3. They also have the Spartan controller, which I already have, but actually I collect 360 controllers. I have like a shit ton of variants, and me and Metal Jesus actually did a video about it, and we might do another one because I've collected that many more. So I'm really happy to have this in my collection. It kind of eluded me when it first came out because I only pre-ordered one of them because money. So I'm glad I finally have this guy. Alright, and next up is going to be another beer. And I chose the Fremont Summer Ale because it's fucking summer. And it's really hot in Seattle. For Seattle, I guess I should say. Because I know some of you guys live in like Texas and crap where it's way hotter. But it's hot here and I'm melting. So this is the Fremont Summer Ale. It's a really simple recipe. It's only one kind of malt and one kind of hop. So they use the Amarillo hop. And It's pretty like light and kind of citrusy. And this beer's so good. It's kind of, it's very light and crisp, and it doesn't have a whole lot of like crazy hop flavor. So it's not super bitter. You can definitely drink it while playing a shit ton of games. So whenever it's summertime in Seattle, I always go get growlers and 22s and everything of Fremont Summer. And I'm kind of biased too because I can actually like, I'm really close to this brewery, so it's really easy for me to go get growlers. So a little bit biased, but it's still really good beer. All right. And then next up, I have my lone purchase from eBay because I never go on eBay. And I just got a wild hair at my ass one day and I was like, I need more Infocom games. So I found Moon Mist, which is one I didn't have. And this is for the Commodore 64. This is a text adventure. And I've been slowly but surely trying to accumulate some of the Infocom games. This all started when I got Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I was like, these games are awesome with all their feelies and stuff. This one has most of the feelies, not all of it, but it was so cheap. I think I paid $20 for it that I kind of couldn't say no, and it may have been a drunk purchase, but sober Kinsey's very happy I got it now. All right, and next up is my lone Goodwill purchase. I did not have a lot of thrift luck this month, but nonetheless, I'm really excited that I got this. This is the special edition strategy guide for Fable 3, and kind of what I like about this one is it doesn't say like Fable 3 anywhere on it, really. No. I was like, well, now that I'm saying that, you guys are gonna be like, it's right there. But I don't see it, it's not. And it's a strategy guide, but also in the back, it's an art book. And I love the Fable series. The first one's obviously my favorite, because it's the best, whatever. But I actually really enjoyed all of them. Well, all three. And so I was really excited to find this. It was only like $2. It was like in the kids book section, so really excited I got this. Alright, and next up, lastly, I'm going to do some gifts from viewers that I've received. And so I have recently started getting really into the Commodore a couple years ago, and Sean, friend of the show, knows this. So he sent me a Sierra boxing, which I was really excited about, and also Juno First, also on the Commodore 64, so I'm excited to add these to my collection. He also sent me my missing pieces to my Donkey Kong board game from my last pickups video, so I'm also really excited about that. And then next, actually the dress I'm wearing was given to me by Chris, friend of the show, and it's a really cute Pac-Man dress. By Insert Coin Clothing. I think they still have them in stock if you want one. And they're a really cool company. I know they were just recently doing a big sale, so definitely check them out. A lot of people ask me where I get my nerdy dresses and all that. Insert Coin is one of them. They don't have a ton of dresses, but it's also Living Dead Clothing and Black Milk. So those are my pickups for this month and my beer choices. You can find me on the internet at Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Kinsilla, Kinscilla. So thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing.